How you guys doing? Thank you guys all for coming. I'm here today to try persuading you to switch from plastic alternatives to metal alternatives, specifically a plastic straw. You may not see this as a big deal, but every day you guys go to Dunkin' Donuts or Starbucks and you grab a plastic straw and you end up just throwing it away. But sometimes this plastic ends up in the ocean. Did you know about 8 million tons of plastic end up in our ocean every year? A couple reasons to listen to my speech is that plastic is slowly destroying the environment. Today I'll be telling you guys why we need to switch, how to switch, and the positive and negative sides of switching. So plastic is creating giant garbage patches in the ocean. There are about 5 giant garbage patches in the ocean, and the largest one is in between Hawaii and California. This garbage ends up in oceans because we put them into landfills, and wind blows this garbage from the landfills into the ocean. Second way is our garbage as the United States, our recycling. We bring it from the United States to China on a ship, and sometimes due to wind or like falsely placing it, it blows into the water. I'm letting you guys know all this information because the beaches that we relax on as New Jersey people and as people that travel may one day not be available to us due to the plastic. So to satisfy this, I want everyone, or I'm going to tell you guys to use alternatives like metal, glass, or paper instead of using plastic. To avoid using single one-time use products like a plastic straw that we would get from Dunkin' Donuts or Starbucks. These also include things like water bottles. Plastic straws can also be dangerous not only to wildlife but also to humans. Plastic straws puncture solid objects, which include sea turtles, as many of you guys have seen in the viral video. About 1,400 people a year visit hospitals due to plastic straw incidents. And if everyone was to use plastic alternatives, there would be less plastic creating waste in the ocean. This equals a better environment. So, another fact, plastic survives in oceans for at least 5 centuries. One of the quotes from a Betty from one of the websites I use is that there's evidence of straws being the culprit, causing death in animals when they eat them or causing injury when they get stuck in organs. And this is present throughout the internet. Another one by DeFrisco is say no to plastic straws and help save the planet, the animals, and yourself one sip at a time. This is what I mean by switching to a metal straw from a plastic straw. So 80% of recyclable plastics end up in our oceans. And we look at straws as one of the gateway issues to help people start thinking about the global plastic pollution problem. This was from the CEO of the Plastic Pollution Committee. And straws, bottles, packaging bags are choking our planet. This is from the Governor of California, Jerry Brown. So some solutions may endanger wildlife. Like one of the solutions that someone came up with was the floating coastline theory. This is making a makeshift coastline with a garbage type net, and this net actually ends up damaging wildlife as well. So for our call to action, I just want you guys to use alternatives such as metal. I carry around a metal straw with myself personally, and I drink out of most metal canteens because I don't want to be wasting plastic and having this damage humans and animals. Animals are damaged from plastic, and I don't want that to happen. So that concludes my speech. If anyone has any questions, please ask them. Go ahead.
Where did you find this metal straw? Did you order it online, a store nearby?
Actually, California has boycotted plastic straws, so if you go there to like go to any convenience store there, they're gonna hand you a plastic straw, or they're gonna tell you to just drink out of the glass. Maybe some of you work for the restaurant industry as like a waiter. I wouldn't even give a plastic straw until you're asked. You can go online. They have things like bamboo straws, metal straws. They have alternatives online. The Rook down the street actually gives out metal straws instead of plastic straws. So this is a movement that everyone's getting behind.
Thank you.
No problem. So that concludes my speech. Thank you guys for coming. I appreciate it. Thank you.